everyone, it's Deb Phelps of Meditation Stepping Stones website and Meditate Madison Studio. And I want to share with you an answer to a question somebody proposed a little while back, and that is about posture in meditation. So let's talk about posture in meditation and why it's important. So there's three thoughts that I have to keep in mind. And that's alignment, relaxation, and resilience. So we want to keep our body aligned and not collapsed, because when we collapse, what's happening, we're collapsing our lungs and we're not giving ourselves the room to breathe. And part of meditation is breathing. We also want to be relaxed in our posture as well. That way we're not rigid, right? So we don't want to be so relaxed that we collapse, but we don't want to be so rigid that it makes our mind hard as well too. And then the resilience is like the willow tree, right? Just bending with it. And we may need to adjust our posture as we're doing our meditation, and that's okay. And so let's look at the 7 points then of our posture. The 7 points. Well, they start with the legs. As you can see, I'm sitting on my cushion, so I'm in a cross-leg position, and so my legs are touching the floor. So if you were sitting in a chair, and certainly that's doable, you don't have to sit on the floor on a cushion to do your meditation, you can sit in a chair. Now what you want to make sure is that your feet are flat on the floor, and when you sit, you don't want to be right up against the chair. You want to sit more on the edge of the chair, because you don't want your spine to collapse into the back of the chair. You want to keep the spine straight when you do that. So yeah, looking at the back then as our point, like children's blocks, right? The vertebrae, letting them connect with one another, lay on top of one another. And that's really important in the meditation, because like I said, we don't want to collapse into our meditation. We want to keep aligned in our meditation. This helps us to stay alert. Falling asleep is not really the goal of meditation. Falling asleep is falling asleep. Now you may be doing guided meditations, relaxation meditations, body scan meditations. A lot of those will have you lay flat on the floor to do so. And that's okay for that kind of a meditation. What I'm talking about is if the meditation has to do with breath work in some way. Maybe you're doing counting meditation. Maybe you're doing a breathing in color, breathing out color meditation. Maybe you're using a word or a phrase, a mantra, to concentrate on for your meditation in some way. And maybe there's other methods that you're using for your meditation, but to have that posture keeps your mind alert and awake throughout it, so you can concentrate on that meditation object, whatever it may be. And I just shared what some of those kinds of meditation objects could be: breath, counting, etc. So the next thing we want to look at, so we looked at our legs, we looked at our back, so looking at our arms. Now we don't want our arms just flapping anywhere, right? We want to make sure our shoulders and our arms are in alignment themselves. And so you want to be sure that they're not too far apart, not too close together either when you're doing that. And so the next thing is our hands. Our hands could be the right and the left hand, thumbs touching, or what you can do is palms down, palms up. It really doesn't matter. It's what feels right to you, because you want to be comfortable in your meditation, right? You still want to stay alert though. That's important. So moving on up, then we got our neck, right? Our head and neck. Once again, bringing in that alignment, maybe thinking of that puppet string at the top, pulling your vertebrae and your head together, right? And see if you could do that now with your back and with your head and neck, and see how that brings space into your lungs, right? Because like I said, when you collapse into it, like I'm just going to sit here, right? Then it's collapsing everything in my body. So I want to make sure that I have that alignment. And so also then looking at our jaw, that's another area that we need to look at, because a lot of times we're holding the jaw real tight, and a lot of times even throughout the day we get tensed up. So same thing with the shoulders as well too. So that's why you want to make sure that they're straight and they're back and that. So then looking at the jaw area, you want the mouth, the teeth, slightly apart. A lot of times what you could do is just use the tip of your tongue and put it up at the top of your teeth, and that will help you in that way. And then what you can do then is your eyes. Your eyes can be open or your eyes can be closed. Either way is okay. If you're going to keep your eyes open, then what you want to do is you want to look down at a 90-degree angle. And then, of course, eyes closed. Well, then you have your eyes closed. No problem there at all. So once again, we're doing the legs, we're doing the back, we're doing our arms and our hands, right? Our neck and head, our jaw, and our eyes. Those are the 7 points. Remembering, though, to be, yes, in alignment, and yes, a little bit relaxed with that alignment, and then being resilient so that we can kind of move and adjust. And certainly it's okay to move and adjust while you're in meditation. If you sit like me cross-legged and your leg falls asleep, well, of course, you can stretch it a little bit. Don't feel that you have to be so rigid. Once again, we don't want to bring that rigidity to our mind at all as well. We also don't want to be too relaxed in our mind either, where we are kind of grabbing on to every little thought that kind of comes our way. We want to allow those thoughts to just, okay, that's a thought, and then bring it back to the breath or whatever it is that you're using as your focus or concentration in your meditation. So I hope this has been helpful for you today. And please visit the website, www.meditationsteppingstones.com. Or if you're here in Madison, Wisconsin, you can go to www.meditatemadison.com for all the classes that we have at the studio here in Madison. We also have on the website, the main website, Meditation Stepping Stones, there's audios and a few videos on there, blog posts, things to help you with your meditation, some things that you can download to help you with your meditation. And we'll be doing online classes in the future as well. So thank you for taking the time to listen today. And remember, stay aligned, stay relaxed, stay resilient. And as always, I wish you much peace. Namaste.